Okay, hello everyone, welcome to Ace Academy. First ever time playing, instantly starting. Welcome to Ace Academy. Let's get a few things set up for you. Enter male MC, so main character's first name. Riddle. Oh. Fuck, go back. Menu. Yes. Apparently we're going for True Riddle. Proceed as Drew Riddle, yes. Please select Drew's main characteristics. Oh, fuck. Okay. Knowledge is power. I mean, yes, power. Power. Athletic, no. Intuitive, no. I mean, I don't really have a knack for it, but I'm going for intelligent. That's it. Good luck at Ace Academy. Oh boy.
Attention passengers. We will be arriving at our destination shortly. Please ensure you have all your belongings prior to exiting.
Okay. Something strikes my cheek. I turn away from the window and see a small hand beside me. Nikki. I glance at her sleeping form. She was always a bit of a restless sleeper. I move her hand back to her side, not as gently as I could have done it. We're almost there, she may as well wake up. She stirs and stretches with a wide yawn, hitting me in the face again. That one she must have done on purpose.
Oh, hey bro. Looks like I dozed off there. Did you sleep well?
Folding my arms across my chest, I sink back into my seat and mutter under my breath. If I had been asleep, that would have been a rude awakening, so I think I'm entitled to be a little grumpy.
Aw, someone's a little cranky pants.
As she pats my head, I sink deeper into my seat. My breath gradually? The fuck was that? Yeah, so visual novel. We're going back into this. So yeah, rip. My protest gradually devolving into nothing more than a low growl. Nikki beams at me. At least one of us enjoying this. The sun shines in my eyes, catching my attention. The sky is ablaze with deep reds and orange as the sun creeps towards the reflection on the glittering ocean. A soft breeze ripples the trees beyond the coast. The leaves seem to wave goodbye to us as we race past.
Doesn't it look like something out of a fairy tale?
No. There's a smile on her lips, but her warm eyes search my own. After a moment, she looks down and slinks back into the chair.
You know, you didn't have to come too. You were already in your first year at CINY, and, well, you didn't have to come too.
Well, someone has to take care of you. If I don't come, who will take care of you? Nikki frowns her eyes and frowns and her eyes lose their warmth.
No one needs to take care of me. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm about to start my last year of high school.
That's not what I meant. It's easy to forget she's no longer the little girl who pretends to be sick because she's too nervous to start her first day of school. We've just been uprooted from the only life we've ever known, and yet Nikki is the epitome of calm as she waits for a train to stop. But she's already turned it back to me and fussing with her purse.
We have arrived at Izokaze Station. Please stand clear of the doors.
I can't help but feel a little bad. As we exit the train, I'm bombarded with the of noise, whatever. As we exit the train, no, okay, so there's one thing that I already can say that I don't necessarily like. It's the fact that it doesn't give you the entire text in one go. It went to the noise part, and then it gave a businessman walks briskly past. I was like, why only show me this now? Now I've clicked. Now the first. Urgh. Absolutely don't like that. A businessman walks briskly past, talking sternly on his phone, while a nearby mother tries in vain to soothe her screaming child. A group of older women sneak quick glances at us and whisper amongst themselves. Every so often they burst into laughter. Nikki eagerly steps off the train and breathes in the cool air. Fortunately for me, she quickly reverts to her usual self.
That's more like it.
She glances back at me and puts her hands on her hips.
Hurry up, Slowpoke.
Struggling with the weight of both our luggage, I stumble off the train. The suitcases fall ungracefully beside me onto the platform. It's a good thing there's nothing fragile in here. Offering to carry both our bags no longer seems like such a good idea. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. I take a moment to stretch my burning limbs. You see Uncle Kaito yet?
Not yet. When were we supposed to meet him?
6:30ish? Looks like he's running a bit late. Probably traffic. After a few minutes of After a few minutes of scanning, a familiar face appears out of the crowd.
Uncle Kaito!
His face splits a wide grin.
Welcome to Japan!
Nikki giggles at Kaito's English.
Hello, my name is Nikki.
Uncle Kaito speaks fluent English? Wait a second, no. Uncle Kaito speaks fluent English. I spoke to you 2 hours ago. You don't talk like that. Kaito shoots an impish grin.
Darn, foiled again.
A loud grumble interrupts us.
Sorry.
Uncle Kaito roars of laughter.
Let's get some food in you.
Food.
Welcome home.
Ooh. This place is the opposite of the cozy yet cramped apartment I expected. Instead, I feel like I've just walked into the cover of a home decor magazine.
You guys hungry? Dinner should be here soon.
Dinner, yes.
Sweet. What are we having?
Well, I figured it'd be good to expose you to some true Japanese cuisine.
Which is?
Sushi, of course. 100% bona fide nigiri sushi tomaki sushi.
Yeah, sounds good. I could do with some cold raw fish.
Somehow, when you say it, it doesn't sound so appetizing anymore.
Kaito lets out a hearty laugh.
By the way, your things came in a few days ago. I put them in your rooms. Why don't you two go upstairs and start unpacking while I get dinner ready?
Yeah, sounds good. Nikki nods so we head upstairs together. The hallway upstairs is narrower than the one back home, but Kaito's house is not small. Nikki heads into the first room on the right. My room is right beside hers, and Kaito's is further down the hall. Even with all the boxes lying around, I'm surprised by how spacious my room is. It might even be larger than my dorm room at CINY. which is how Nikki said it earlier, which is why I'm trying to replicate by just saying it separately. Anyway, I head over to the wall and stand at the edge of my bed. Thank goodness Kaito has the beds made before he arrived. I don't even remember which box holds my linens. And maybe it's this one? I pull the nearest box towards me and rip open the top. Just closing here. I may as well start putting some of this away, though. I've just emptied the box when Kaito's voice echoes from downstairs.
Hey guys, fruit's here!
Oh! After dinner.
I'm stuffed.
Nom 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 nom. I eagerly reach for more, even after both Nikki and Kaito have put down the chopsticks.
You weren't kidding about liking sushi.
You should see him at an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's like watching a vacuum cleaner. If vacuum cleaners could eat.
I finish the last piece and have a satisfied sigh.
So, what's the verdict on authentic sushi?
Not bad.
Not bad. He says with a mouthful of sushi and rice all over his face.
Nick and Kaito seem amused as I brush away the rice in my face. Oi. Kaito leans back in his chair, resting his hands behind his head.
So, what was CINY like?
The usual. Exams, a messy dorm room, a part-time job.
And you still managed to save enough money to buy yourself a bike.
True. I could have bought it sooner if pretending a gear wasn't such a money sink.
Oh, you're still using your original gear?
Yep.
Is it giving you trouble? You should probably replace it if it needs that many fixes.
Everyone says that, but I think about all the time I spent with Dad. I'm not ready to put those memories aside, especially now that they can never be replaced. Besides, that was great at what he did. I know there's plenty of fights left in the Mac. I guess, but Dad and I worked it together. A lot of blood, sweat and tears went into that, and I'm not quite ready to give up on all that hard work.
It's true. Especially that one time when Butterfingers here dropped the torch. Remember that? There was a lot of blood.
Becky! She smells. Yep. Okay. It's all going down here from here. Or downhill from here. She smiles sweetly at me.
What? I'm just backing you up, big bro.
Uncle Kaito laughs.
I understand. It should be arriving at the academy any day now. All you'll have to do is present the proper ID to claim it. Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Uncle Kaito jumps to his feet and grabs something off a nearby table. He returns with a packet of papers, which he hands to Nikki.
Here are your transfer papers. They're already filled out, and all the docs you need are in there. All you have to do is hand this to the headmaster first thing tomorrow morning.
Okay. Thanks, Uncle.
Here,
He hands each of us a SIM card.
put these SIM cards into your phones. I've already added credit to them to start you off.
Kaito looks over at me.
And you took care of your transfer stuff?
I nod.
Great.
I pop the new SIM card into my phone. After a moment of waiting, the phone boots up to an empty contacts list. I quickly exchange them with Nikki and Uncle Kaito. I can add the rest of my old contacts later.
Don't hesitate to call me if you need anything.
We won't. The conversation lulls into a silence. Hey, Nikki, we should probably unpack a bit before the jet lag takes over.
Good idea.
All right. Don't stay up too late, though. You both have a long day ahead of you tomorrow.
We excuse ourselves from the table and head upstairs. Alright, time to unpack. Oh, you actually gradually see the room change. Nice. I managed to put most of my things away before I'm interrupted.
You done unpacking yet?
Nikki seems tense, although there's a small smile on her lips. Her brows are furrowed in worry. Just about. What about you?
Almost. But hey, what do you think about this whole uniform thing? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
She sits uncomfortably from one foot to the other. Doesn't make a difference. Does it matter? We'll get used to it. Nikki stares at the ground. Yeah, at the ground.
I suppose you're right. Oh, I almost forgot. What kind of uniform do you have to wear anyway? I mean, mine's normal, but you're going to Ace Academy?
I shrug. The dress code says something about distinguishing the students in the pilot program from the rest of the student body. The pilots wear teal markings to indicate the program.
Ooh, that sounds good. You transferred directly into their pilot program, right?
Yep.
I heard that program's hard to get into, but I never doubted you. I hope they're ready for you because you're going to kick butt.
Thanks, sis. The clock on my nightstand flashes 11 PM. I think it's time to go to bed.
What? Already?
I gently herd her out of my room.
But it's not that late.
Come on, you don't want to be falling asleep in class now, do you? She pouts and I'm worried she continues to argue, but she just mumbles something incoherent and turns towards her room. Good night.
Night.
I return to my mess of boxes and try to organize them into something resembling a neat pile. As I reach for the last box, a picture frame falls to the ground with a loud clatter. My heart tightens in my chest as I snatch it up and inspect it for any fractures. Luckily, it's unharmed. I run my finger over our smiling faces. Me, Nikki, Mom, Dad. We were at the fair and Nikki wanted to ride the roller coaster. I remember Mom and I had just argued over something stupid before the picture was taken, but you never be able to tell from this photo. Mom always looked so poised and together. I placed the frame beside my computer, trying to ignore the lump in my throat. I lay in my bed and close my eyes, but my thoughts refuse to quiet. Eventually my exhaustion takes over and I fall asleep among a tangle of questions and what-ifs running through my mind. What? Soft sunlight filters through my window, warming my cheek. The distant melody of birdsong is nearly drowned out by the annoying blare of my alarm. I roll away from the window and see 7 AM flash on my clock. That can't be right, can it? Yes, it can. Time to get up. I turn off the alarm. I'm never. Here we go again. I've never been much of a morning person, but I actually don't feel as tired as I normally would. I'm even feeling kind of energized. Jet-lag works in mysterious ways, I guess. At least I won't be late to my first day. Pushing myself out of bed, I automatically begin my morning ritual. Without thinking, I grab my jeans and have them halfway up my legs before I notice the uniform slung over my chair. Crap. This will take some time getting used to. I throw off my pants and grab my uniform. I'll admit, as far as uniforms go, these aren't that bad. They're a little too flashy for my taste and not that I was well expecting, but the cut is flattering and the teal stripes look pretty cool. I face the mirror to fix my tie. They're not going to be better, but there haven't been many opportunities in which I've needed to wear a tie. I still look damn good, which is all that matters. After a quick check to make sure I have all my things, I head downstairs. I soon arrive in the kitchen, eager to begin my day. Waking up successfully at this hour. I was right the first time. Feels kind of a big accomplishment. Nikki stifles a yawn as she sets down a plate of eggs and toast. Sadly, I don't feel so accomplished. Did you make one for me too? My hair's in the way, Jesus Christ. She blinks in surprise and it takes a moment for her to respond.
As a matter of fact, I did.
She grins and plays another plate down on the table.
Look at you, big bro. Waking up bright and early. You're taking starting over to the next level.
Hi, I try. Where's Uncle Kaito?
He already left for work, so we'll have to lock up when we leave.
I nod and she sidles over to me, wearing a playful look. In a white shirt and plaid skirt, she does a little throw and looks expectantly at me.
So?
Okay, so Slops. Streams doesn't instantly notice when I move my mouse over, which is okay. A little bit worried though, but sure. What do you mean by so? I stare blankly at her. So what? She rolls her eyes, but the voice is still sickly sweet.
Don't you notice anything different about me today?
Did she get a haircut? No? Dyed her hair? No? New style? Maybe? Not sure. Should I go with that? Tap, tap, tap. Nikki taps her foot, her smile faltering. I need to say something soon. I like what you did with your hair.
No.
Shoot, okay. What about her eyes? Colored contacts? Nope, still amber. It's your ridiculous clothes. Nikki's eyes widen. She kinda looks like she got the wind knocked out of her. I'm right, aren't I?
Ridiculous? Oh my god. Do I look just awful?
No, of course not. I mean, it's a weird choice, but if you're going for the naughty schoolgirl, and you just get killed down, Jesus fucking Christ.
A weird choice? This is my uniform, you jerk. I didn't choose to wear this.
Oh, that explains a lot. Uniforms, like what I'm wearing now, except not at all. Certainly, my uniform doesn't seem too bad. Did I say ridiculous? I mean, great. You look good.
Ugh, forget it. Finish your cold toast. We're going to be late.
We finish our meal in silence, with Nikki occasionally shooting hurried glances my way. I wolf down my food and gather my stuff, then meet Nikki by the door.
How are you going to get to the academy?
Probably by train, walking, flying. A motorcycle, obviously.
Oh, you don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit? I completely forgot. I need a parking permit for my bike, but they should have visitor parking which I can use, if I can find a spot. So what should I do? Should I take the motorcycle anyway and hope for the best, or should I take the bus and take my bike once I've got my permit? Safety, bus first. What if he can't park his bike and it can, you know, he has to put it somewhere else and it gets stolen and whatever. Take the bus. You're right, I'll take the bus today. I need to set up my parking situation before using my bike. Nikki nods in affirmation.
Which bus will you be taking?
The line that's to the south side of the city. She pouts.
Aww, I'm taking the one going west.
That's not at the same intersection, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, at least I'll be get familiar with the city.
Yeah, you're right.
See you later then.
Have a good time at school, okay?
She beams at me. Like laser beams. As in, wants to absolutely kill me with it. No. I mean, fair, but still. Cars go by as they approach the bus shelter. There are a few people waiting. I plunge my hands into my pocket and lean against the shelter to wait. A sharp squeal of brakes announced the bus's arrival. A few people trickle off the bus, and I fumble in my bag for my ID. As I enter, I tap my ID on the scanner, which responds with an affirmative beep. Without waiting for me to find a seat, the bus jerks to a start, nearly knocking me over. There aren't too many free seats available, so I stumble unsteadily towards the back of the bus. As I glance around, I notice that the majority of passengers are wearing Ace Academy uniforms. That's comforting, I suppose. There's a free seat beside a girl my age. She stares intently out the window and sits with her back comfortably straight. Her uniform lacks steel stripes. I guess she's not a pilot. She seems pretty cute, so I wonder why there's an empty seat beside her. Maybe she's not that friendly? Man, I'll take my chances. It'd be nice to know at least one person from Ace Academy. I've fallen gracefully into the seat beside her. We sit in silence as I muster my courage to speak with her. Eventually she shifts comfortably under my gaze and I clear my throat. You go to Ace Academy too? I mentally slapped myself for choosing such an idiotic question. Obviously she does. That was one of the first things I noticed. To my surprise, she smiles warmly at me.
Yes, I do.
She gestures at my uniform.
You're in the pilot program? I heard it's very competitive and difficult to get into.
It just needs hard work. I think anyone can make it as long as they try. She gives me a polite smile. Right, I didn't catch the program you're in, or your name for that matter. I'm OSRiddle.
I'm Yuna Misaki. I'm studying PHPT.
Sounds like PHP, but then a different version of it, not gonna lie. PHPT?
Pilot Health and Physiotherapy.
Well, fair enough. Okay, that's so completely different. Before I can ask anything else, the bus grinds to a stop.
Ace Academy.
Hey, we're here. I hope both the bus and Yuna follow suit. The roar of the departing bus does not dampen the student chatter. Yuna pulls out her phone and checks the schedule. Ask where her class is. So what's your first class?
Introduction to Psychology.
Psychology?
Mental health is just as important as physical health. That class is
She points over her shoulder towards a towering building in the distance.
all the way over there. What class do you have?
I check my own phone. Piloting 101.
Oh, you're a first year?
No, second. The credit wasn't accepted when I transferred.
Oh, I see. Well, welcome to Ace Academy.
Thanks.
Well, if there's anything you need help with, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I pretty much know this campus inside out.
See if she knows how someone gets a parking permit. A thought dawns on me. Actually, do you know where I can get a parking permit?
I do. I can take you there now, actually, since I have some time before class starts.
Great, that helps a lot, thanks.
Of course. Follow me.
Yuna weaves through this throng of students and it takes most of my concentration not to lose her. I notice the number of students lounging around the first lawn. I assume those are the upperclassmen, the ones who are used to university workings. The students with worried eyes moving somewhere between a walk and a jog must be first years. Eventually we pass in front of a grand building, which looks like just the one we passed. I stare hard at it, trying to find a way to distinguish it from the others. Yuna watches me.
Is everything okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Then let's go inside.
Sure. After sneaking one last look, I follow Yuna inside. She takes me through a series of hallways before pausing in front of a door marked Campus Administration. We both reach for the door at the same time, but I'm faster. She smiles and I hold the door for her.
Oh, thank you.
What would have been a spacious office is instead a crowd of irritated students. Only one person mans the desk, and he does not look like someone who's particularly accommodating. Yuna points to a row of chairs against the wall. Against the far
I'll wait
wall.
for you over there.
Okay. Thanks, hopefully it doesn't take too long. If it does, feel free to leave. I don't want you to be late.
Don't worry, I have some time.
She smiled reassuringly before heading over to the seats. I stand in line. As I crane my neck to see the front of the line, I catch this cowl on the administrator's face. He shakes his head, but the student continues to argue with him. And this is gonna take a while.
Next.
The line crawls at a steady pace, and after what seems like forever, I finally walk up to the counter. Hi, I need a parking pass for a motorcycle.
You'll have to fill out your request online, which you can access through your web link. Approval takes about 1 to 2 weeks, and if approved, a physical pass will be mailed to you.
Before I can respond, he looks past me.
Next.
Hold on. I plant a hand firmly on his desk. He scowls at me.
What?
Let's talk about this. So, this is another one of those moments where I wish I had thought before speaking. He waits for me to finish, but I can see the impatience building in his eyes. It's now or never. Try and be reasonable. Not such a complicated approach for something so simple. There must be an easier way. The man taps his desk with his finger.
There isn't. If you have an issue with this process, you could send a complaint online.
Okay then. I'll just take a bike pass.
I don't have time for this.
He tries to look around me, but I block him. Come on. I hold his gaze, just when I think he's about to give in, his expression hardens.
Nope. Next.
I'm signing resignation. There's no getting through to him, so I turn around and start to head out. Silly Eunice beside me. Her smile falters when she sees my face.
Is everything okay?
I shrug. I wasn't able to get a pass. She frowns, her eyebrows knit delicately together.
Hold on.
She walks straight to the desk, much to the dismay of the other students in line. The man seems nervous by her approach. I can't hear what she says, but he looks ashamed and withdraws the pass from a drawer. As she plucks the pass from his fingers, she thanks him with a slight bow of her head, which he returns. Una returns with a soft smile on her face and holds out the pass.
Here you go.
How on earth did she do that? Maybe she used magic? Or those hypnotic eyes of hers? Right, the pass. Oh, yeah, thanks. She smiles.
No problem at all.
I take it from her and put it in my wallet. We head out as another flood of students enter the office. There seems to be fewer students milling around outside and more hurrying towards classes. Check the time. I check the time. 25 minutes until class starts.
Do you know where your first class is?
Yeah, it's here. I show her the campus map on my phone. A small flashing light indicates where I need to be.
Oh, that's close by. I can walk there with you.
That'd be great. We head down to one of the narrower paths. It leads straight into a regular-looking building with tall arching windows. Arching windows. Only a few students are meandering about. Meandering? I don't know.
This is it.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
It's no problem at all.
And you're off to psychology?
Mm-hmm.
What other classes do you have this semester? She pulls out her phone. I do the same as we study each other's schedule.
Well, it looks like we have history of robotics together on Friday.
I guess that means we'll be seeing each other. We'll be seeing a lot more of each other. We both exchange smiles. I noticed on my phone. 15 minutes till class. My class is starting soon. Yuna appears at her phone before tucking it back into her pocket.
Oh, right. I have to go or I'll be late. See you Friday.
I nod and we go our separate ways. After a few steps, I realize I don't have any way to contact her apart from our class on Friday. I turn around, but she's already a good distance away. Ask for a phone number. Wait, Yuna. She freezes.
Yes?
Do you think I can get your number? She's surprised. Wait, it definitely didn't come out right. Sorry, I mean, I might have a question or two while trying to navigate around Ace Academy and could use your help. That is, if you don't mind me bugging you. She giggles and nods.
Sure.
I jog over to her and we exchange numbers. Thanks, see you on Friday.
Okay, see you then.
I watch she disappears around the corner. Ah. I take a deep breath, stealing my nerves and firmly push open the doors to the auditorium. After a quick scan of the room, I select a seat near the back. I can tell this is a first year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. I hate that I have to take intro classes again. Some of my electives from CI and Y did not encompass the full scope of course material, whatever that means. Hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides to the front of the room.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101. Is everyone where you are supposed to be?
The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He draws a webpage from his tablet onto a screen behind him.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course. You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by. Even I get lonely at times, and I appreciate visitors.
Wow. That comment got a couple of weak chuckles from the room. Memorize the information. I automatically store the information into my memory.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
The class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
The hand shoots up from the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
A soft snickers fill the room. The student visibly shrinks from all the eyes now focused on him.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days, so we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
Wow. The student scowls but shakes his head.
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You will then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat. Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
He is answered with silence.
Let's get started then.
I need a team.
Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, Professor. A thunder of chairs scrape along the floor as students file out of the class. Those who remain chat animatedly in small groups. Yawning, I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my way out the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of a nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
The students laugh loudly. I have a sinking feeling I know what it's talking about. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone and I'm excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the mail. It's just a note letting me know that my gear is being registered and I now have access to the hangar. Well, it certainly makes things easier for me. At CI when Y, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon, puzzling light dots the path from my current location to the hangar. Okay. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I still make good time. I scan my ID and walk in. I follow a long hallway, which leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. Every one of them is sleek, refined and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when I said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gear until... I'm reunited with Eagle. A guard of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them, most of them trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. My gear may be a bit bulky than the others, but it's in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors is still bright too. I wonder if they polished it for me, or if it always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different.
Okay.
Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Huh? I hadn't noticed the student beside me. His arms are folded, and he's nodding with closed eyes, as if he's saying something truly deep and meaningful. Can I help you? He seems harmless enough. Sort of. I may as well see what he wants. I might be able to ask some questions of my own afterwards. Hey, can I help you here, there? Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised, as if he'd forgotten why he came. He fidgets so much I wonder if he's nervous.
The name's Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
He thrusts his hand out in greeting, grinning from ear to ear. I cautiously shake his hand. Hi, I'm OSRiddle.
You're a second-year pilot too, right?
Yeah, how do you...
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious, foreign transfer student.
They will explain their interest around my gear. I guess it didn't quite live up to their expectations. I'm not sure what they were expecting though.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
I wonder what gave me away. I couldn't possibly have been with my magnificent golden locks.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
For fuck's sake. He starts comparing our heights with his hand, and is a bit disappointed to find out we're about the same height. Again, just what was he expecting? We don't all look like Leonardo DiCaprio. What? Okay. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
Right. That's been on my mind since class ended. I'm not. Almost certain know what he's about to say next.
Well, it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we need to be able to compete.
He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close. A little too close. Personal space, man.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
Sure. Sign me up. Look, sounds fun. What the hell? He seems friendly enough. Plus, I'm not exactly in a position to be picky about whose team I join. Sure, why not?
Now that's what I'm talking about, brosif.
Don't ever call me that again. Excitement brightens his face, and I'll admit, the feeling is somewhat infectious.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
I don't even think I know how to actually say his name. Sho? And I start making our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh right, so there's this girl.
Shio talks about the entire way to the lounge. He's constantly interrupting himself and going off on tangents, so only gets about half of what he's saying. We navigate the tunnels and eventually reach the exit. Shio opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with their team. Shio squeezes between the groups and I follow him towards the back corner of the room. He pauses in front of two girls. The one with dark hair stares at her feet as soon as she notices Shio, while the other with red haircut is chatting on her cell phone. Shio motions towards the dark-haired girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team. But, don't tell Kaori I said that.
He glances at the redhead, who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to us. Mayu blushes deeply.
That's not true.
It's nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm Drew. I smile at her and hold out my hand. She wrinkles her brow in confusion, then gingerly shakes my hand, and continues to shake it.
Sorry.
She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the floor. Shio turns toward the redhead.
Hey, quit being rude.
Her gaze shifts to him and his smile falters.
I mean, will you be done soon? I'd like you to meet someone.
She frowns
I need to call you back.
and snaps her phone shut.
So, this is Kaori.
She gives you a quick glance over and crosses her arms over her chest.
A pilot?
Not just any pilot, but a pilot who's willing to join my team.
Your team?
Her eyes narrow at Shio and he shrinks back, then wears a sheepish grin.
I mean, our team.
That's better.
She turns back towards me.
I suppose you'll do. Not like we really have a choice or anything.
Nice to meet you. I extend my hand. I'm Drew, pleased to meet you. She stares blankly at my hand and makes no move to take it. After a minute, I lower it. Well, that was awkward. Anyway, thanks for letting me join your team. I was kind of worried I wouldn't be able to find one. Shio claps me on the back.
Aren't you glad you had me to look out for you?
Right. Yeah, you're like my furry godmother.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Carrie snorts, surprising both of us. Shio especially. He continues to stare at her, and a frown returns.
What?
I just didn't know you were able to laugh.
Her hands clench into fists.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
She relaxes and folds her arms over her chest.
Just because I don't laugh at your stupid jokes doesn't mean I don't have a sense of humor.
Ouch. He leans into me and lowers his voice.
Don't listen to her. I'm hilarious.
Oh, yeah, fair, sure.
Anyway, welcome to the team, bro.
Thanks.
So, you're probably wondering why we need another member.
Actually, I hadn't, but now they mentioned it. Yeah, kind of.
Basically, Kaori and I were part of this super awesome team, but then they stopped being awesome, so we left.
Wow, Shio. For once you didn't ramble.
He feigns offense.
You wound me. All my stories are brief. Remember when I told you about my one birthday where everyone showed up wearing the same clothes as me?
He turns to me.
Actually, it's a pretty good story. So basically, I grew up in this kind of... Mayu knows what I'm talking about.
Don't encourage him.
Mayu smiles faintly.
Anyway, the point is, we used to be on a team, but left because the team was turning into something we didn't agree with.
Except Mayu. She's a first year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got a whole bunch of invites to other teams, but decided to join us. We're pretty lucky to have her.
How come you chose this team? Maybe she's so comfortably under my gaze.
I trust Shell.
I wait for her to say more, but she doesn't. Kiori taps her food impatiently.
So, now that you know all that, are you in?
They're all a little strange in their own way, but I think I can learn to get along with them, even Kiori. Yeah, I'm in.
Great!
Kiori checks her phone.
I've spent too much time talking to you and I need to get home.
With a short wave, she heads out.
We should get going too.
Mayu nods. Yeah, me too.
We'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, see you. We wave goodbye and go our separate ways. I start to head towards the parking lot before I remember I left my bike at home today. Oh shoot, I forgot to check the bus schedules. Hopefully there's one coming soon. I scroll through the schedules as I hurry towards the front of the campus. Pick up and drop off are one and the same location, right? When I make it to the bus stop, there are a handful of students already waiting. I crane my neck to look for Yuna, but she's not there. I guess that was wishful thinking anyway. After it feels like a lifetime, the bus arrives. I'm able to find a seat right away. We have an eventful ride home. As soon as I open the door, I hear clanking in the kitchen. Nikki must be home. Just as I predicted, she's stirring a pot, surrounded by a mess of appliances. Hey, Nikki. She glances up in surprise.
Hey, you're home early.
Am I? It's right about dinner time. What are you making?
Guess.
I let a peek into the pot, but she hides it from me.
No cheating.
My nose knows. I breathe in deeply and pause the salty aromas lingering in the air. The dominant scent of it is of tomatoes, followed by meat, beef to be specific, but also a hint of celery. Basil. You're making bolognese. Oh, fucking hell. She laughs and shows me the simmering sauce in the pot.
Good guess.
It was no guess. The super smelly nose. I solemnly tap my nose.
You're so weird. Who actually names their nose?
Love all you want now, but you'll be singing a different tune when the super smelly gets you out of danger.
And why would I be in danger?
I don't know, maybe your enemies are planning to sneak attack against you? Planning a sneak attack against you? She laughs again.
I don't have any enemies.
You've just signed your yeah, you just signed the contract to get enemies. Just give it time.
Rude. I'm very likable.
Uh-huh. She swats my arm, and it's my turn to laugh. I'm just glad you're the one cooking and not me. Everything you make is delicious. You really have a talent for cooking, you know?
Oh, shut up.
She tries to hold back her smile, but fails. Did you go shopping after school today? I didn't know Uncle Kaito kept all his ingredients at home.
Yeah, I did. Sushi yesterday was so good, but I wanted something more hearty today, you know?
So Nikki, hearty foods are comfort foods. Does that mean you had a bad day at school? She blinks in surprise and laughs.
Of course not. It was great. I met a lot of people at the club fair they held after school. There are so many cool clubs. Did you know they have a kendo club? You definitely wouldn't find that back home. I think I'm gonna try out for their dance team though. Maybe run for student government.
Oh boy. Well, it's like you've had a pretty productive day. She quickly checks the pasta and nods.
Definitely. I'm a little disappointed they don't have a cooking club, but that's okay. They offer a cooking class, which I'm taking. Soon, I will be an expert in Japanese cuisine.
Maybe you can start a cooking club.
Ooh, maybe.
I begin to set up the table for 3 when Nikki shakes her head.
Didn't you see Uncle Kaito's text? He'll be home late tonight.
I haven't been checking my phone. So soon the table is set. Yeah. Soon the table is set, and both Nikki and I have a full portion of pasta in front of us.
How was your first day?
It was alright. I managed to join a team, which was pretty lucky considering only one team was looking for members.
That's good. What are your teammates like?
They're all pretty distinct. One girl is slightly terrifying, another girl is so quiet I kind of forgot she's there, and the guy who recruited me, well, he's a special snowflake.
I'm not sure I believe that you're the most normal person there. So, it sounds like finding a team today was super important.
Yeah. The qualifier is on Friday.
But that's in 2 days.
I know. Everyone else knew this in advance and formed teams over the summer.
Well, that's not really fair.
Yeah, but it's fine. In other news, I met Yuna, this really nice girl, the bus today.
Oh, do you like her? Is she gonna be your girlfriend?
No. Oh, shut up. She was just really helpful.
Oh, yeah?
She showed me the way to the administrative office.
Because you can't get there on your own?
Well, it's a good thing she did, because when the receptionist gave me a hard time, Yuna stepped in and got me the parking pass.
You're right, she does sound helpful. Sounds like you've had quite the day.
Yeah. The conversation continued and eventually a loss to natural close. Soon both of our plates are polished clean. I am so full.
Who told you to be such a pig?
Oi. I approve cleanup. I think I'm going to relax for a bit, then go to bed early tonight.
Yeah, me too. Good night.
Night. We part ways and I head into my room. It's too early to go to bed, but I'm mentally exhausted and don't feel up to doing much. I browse the internet for a while, looking for nothing in particular, until my eyes feel heavy and I drift off to sleep. And that's where I end it for right now.